Once upon a time, there was a distant planet in a far-flung corner of the galaxy. A boisterous and chatty little species came into being there one day and immediately thrived, to the extent that there were around 6 billion of them by the early 21st century. This species decided to call itself humans. The humans shared the resources of this planet they called Earth as best they could. Which wasn't very well, to tell you the truth. It's important to remember that these creatures are unable to absorb solar energy directly, meaning they have to store up energy by swallowing plants and animals grown and raised by a particular category of human called farmers. Yet, along with their families, farmers represent 80% of the undernourished population. There are several reasons for this paradox, and they sometimes overlap. In certain regions of the planet, farmers only have tiny plots of land, which are too small to feed their families. In other regions, they don't even own the plot of land they use to grow crops. In the four corners of the world, poor peasant farmers do not enjoy access to the latest techniques nor equipment, which could help them produce more and store their harvest to make it last all year. There are also some countries which have a wealth of natural resources such as oil and where food production is insufficient due to a shortage of farmers. This is where Peter comes in. Peter is a trader in Chicago. Peter's job is precisely the buying and selling of agricultural products. He's never actually seen a sack of rice. Everything is done on computer. When he buys a product, its price goes up, and when he stops buying, its price falls. Luckily, there's Josephine. Josephine works for a food aid program, which distributes provisions to Usman and Seku to stop them starving, which is obviously a good thing. Humans have an old proverb. Give a man a fish, and he'll eat for a day. Give him a fishing rod, and he will eat for a lifetime. So, how can we feed all the inhabitants of this distant planet? You might be thinking, that's their problem, and in a way, you're right. But try to put yourself in the shoes of one of these creatures. Let's say an inhabitant of one of the rich countries. Let's say Bob. What can you do? You don't even know Seku. You can't lend him your pocket money. However, Bob holds, a small part of the solution. How can we feed the world? It's tricky, as the factors at work are political, economic, ecological, and scientific. On this distant planet, humans have to work together to solve this puzzle. And unless they find a spare planet to rear cows on, the solution also lies in changing their eating habits